Welcome to PeopleNet Blue Driver Training. The more familiar you become with Blue, the more you will appreciate how it makes your professional life easier by making you more efficient. It will reduce the time you spend on paperwork so you have more time to drive. This module is about how to use eDriver logs to accurately record your hours of service and comply with driving regulations. Before you learn how easy it is to use, a word about safety. The safest way to use eDriver logs is when your vehicle is parked. However, you can view your hours while in safe mode. Remember, you have three options for using eDriver logs. You may use the hard buttons, soft buttons, and touchscreen at any time. Now let's take a look at your pre-trip activities: login interview, vehicle inspection, annotations, and updating shipping and trailer information. Blue starts up automatically with the truck's ignition switch and displays the login screen. The status bar at the bottom of the screen lets you know your current duty status and current location. First, enter your driver ID and password and press Done. The screen that appears allows a co-driver to also log in if you are driving as a team. The co-driver selects the Driver To button to log in. When login is complete, press the Done button to initiate a data call to request your driver information. Wait for the notification that the login process has been successfully completed. After the data is retrieved, Blue takes you through an interview process to complete your login. We'll discuss the interview in a moment. If you are already logged in and want to add a co-driver, you will need to select Driver Login from the menu bar to display the login screen. Now let's review the login interview process. Tap the notification panel to begin the process. If you do nothing, the notification panel will disappear in 30 seconds. The interview process begins with the trailer information entry screen displaying current trailer information. To accept the current information on the screen, press Switch. To enter new trailer information, advance to the New Trailer Information field, then type in the new number. This is a required field. Enter additional comments if necessary in the Optional Remarks field. Press Next to display the Shipping Information entry screen. To accept the current information on the screen, press Switch. To enter new shipping information, advance to the New Shipping Information field and type in the shipping information. This is also a required field. Enter additional comments if necessary or required by your company in the Optional Remarks field. Because your remarks appear in your eDriver logs as well, this is also a good way to keep track of information you want to remember. Press Next to proceed to the Team Driving Status entry screen. If you have a co-driver, type the co-driver's name in this field. Your most recent co-driver's name will appear during the login process, so if necessary, update the information here. Press the Next soft button to display the Hours of Service regulation screen. Select the appropriate regulations you will be operating under. If you are operating under Canadian Hours of Service, you must enter a license plate number here after selecting your Canadian regulation if there is not one currently recorded on the device. After you select the appropriate regulation, the Duty Status Change screen appears automatically. Select the appropriate duty status. Blue will also warn you if you haven't met the minimum off-duty requirements if you try to exit a sleeper berth or change from your off-duty status before having 1 hour or less remaining. Verify the current location and press the Next soft button to display the Optional Remarks screen. Enter additional remarks if necessary and press the Next soft button to display the confirmation screen. Verify the information and press the Done soft button to add the information to the driver's daily log. To make corrections, press the Back button until you reach the screen that you want to make changes on. If there is a second driver, the driver interview process will automatically start after the first driver presses Done. If there is no second driver, the driver menu and idle screen is displayed. At any time, your safety manager may enter a correction. When that happens, you are notified with a new message. To view the correction, simply return to the home screen and select eDriver Logs, then select Review HOS. The correction is indicated by a red line on the graph. At any time, you or your co-driver can manually enter a duty status change. Select eDriver Logs Duty Status in the menu bar to open the Duty Status menu. Then select one of the duty status options to display the first of 3 duty status change screens. The process for completing a duty status change mirrors the final 3 screens of the driver interview previously discussed. Follow the prompts to complete the location, remarks, and confirmation screens. At any time, you can cancel the duty status change by pressing the Cancel soft button. To return to a previous screen, press the Back soft button. After you press the Done soft button to complete the change, the home screen will appear. eDriver Logs allows drivers to split sleeper berth periods. It automatically calculates sleeper berth totals by combining 2 sleeper berth periods that qualify per the regulations under which the driver is operating. If your company has set up auto duty status changes, Blue will automatically switch between on-duty and driving statuses. Note that depending on your device's configuration, you may or may not have the Skip button displayed. However, this video shows all available options, including the Skip button. Your management will set auto duty status stop and movement thresholds. When you are in driving status and the vehicle is at rest for a length of time greater than the stop threshold, a message appears that you are about to enter on-duty status. If the message times out, the duty status change is automatically added to your daily log. If you are in non-driving status and the vehicle moves a distance greater than the vehicle movement threshold, a message appears that you are about to enter driving status. If the message times out, the duty status change is automatically added to your daily log. Auto duty status changes are recorded from the start of each movement or stop event, not when the message is displayed. The log entry for each duty status change includes date, time, latitude, longitude, and distance from the nearest city. When 2 drivers are logged in, this option records in the log of the most recent person in driving status. The screen displays all information required by FMCSA 395.8 and 395.15 regulations. While team driving, should either driver's driving status be incorrectly recognized, simply press Switch to put the co-driver into driving status. In this example, you can see that driver 10 has replaced driver 13 as the current driver. Now let's look at how easy it is to change your current driving status from single to team or from team to single. To change a current single driving status to team, first access the driving status menu by selecting eDriver Logs, Updates, Driving Status. Then select Team and enter the co-driver's name. To move from team status to single status, access the driving status menu the same way and select Single as the active user. You will then receive a notification panel switching you to single status. If you are a licensed U.S. driver, the Review HOS option allows you to view your available hours, total hours in each duty status for the current day, time on and off duty per regulation, and miles traveled. You can use this screen to plan your day. Your dispatcher also sees this same information to make it easy for planning future load assignments. Select eDriver Log, Review, HOS, Summary in the menu bar to display the summary screen. use the scroll bar to view all sections. The hours available fields display available driving, on duty, and cycle time per regulation. Fields in the Regulation Cycle Rules section represent accumulated hours for on and off duty and driving. Split sleeper berth fields represent accumulated hours for the most recent qualifying sleeper berth period and for the previous qualifying sleeper berth periods. If you're running under federal regulations, the border snapshot fields are ideal for previewing available hours under other regulations such as Canada or some states in the U.S. Or, if you're running under state regulations, border snapshot fields give you a preview under federal regulations. If you are licensed to drive in Canada, you can access the Review HOS option from the home screen by selecting eDriver Logs, Review HOS, Summary, and 15-day. You will see available hours, total hours in each duty status for the current day, time on and off duty per regulation, and miles traveled. The Hours Available section displays available driving, on duty, and cycle time per regulation. Fields in the Regulation Cycle Rules section represent accumulated hours for on and off duty and driving. Off-duty required hours are displayed. Split sleeper berth and defer fields that are displayed represent accumulated hours. Border Snapshot Canada to the U.S. displays the available time under your assigned U.S. mainland regulations. Fields include current driving, current on-duty, and U.S. regulation cycle. You can review 1, 7, or 8-day log sheets and 7, 8, and 15-day log sheets if you are operating under Canadian regulations. To display log sheets, follow these steps. First, select eDriver Logs, Review HOS, 1 day, in the menu bar on the home screen to display the 1-day graph screen. To display detailed information of the day's log, select Detail. Use the scroll bar or hard navigation buttons to view the entire content of all duty status changes. Follow the same process for viewing 7 and 8-day graphs and detailed information for those time periods. The information under the header includes the 24-hour terminal start and time zone. The table includes both graphic and tabular representation of your hours in each duty status. Other information includes available driving and on-duty hours for the current day, as well as sleeper berth hours for the current and previous days. Canadian regulations require a 15-day log. If you are licensed and driving in Canada, use the same process for viewing 15-day details. Note the title is 8-day graph. Press the upper left arrow button to display 15-day information. Although it too is titled 8-day graph, the date in the lower right corner indicates the information is for the 15-day period. The Vehicle Inspection option allows you to record the times and results of pre, inter, post, and even DOT inspections. Check to see what your company requires. To access the inspection option, select eDriver Logs and Inspection. Use the up and down arrows on the left to select the appropriate inspection. Select Next if you want to enter pre-trip details, then press Done. The process is the same for entering inter-trip and post-trip inspection remarks. In the event you're pulled over for a roadside inspection, use the DOT inspection entry. Check with your safety manager to determine whether paper documentation is also required. All information you enter will appear in your daily log. The Updates menu allows you to enter new information about shipping, trailer change, driving status, citations, and optional remarks. To enter updated information, select Updates on the eDriver Logs home screen. You have a number of options to choose from. The Enter Citation option allows you to enter citation information that will appear in your daily log. To enter citation information, follow these steps. First, select eDriver Log and Updates in the menu bar to display update options. Select Citation, then press Next. enter the details of the citation in the text field, which is a required field. Then enter additional comments if necessary in the optional remarks field. To add the information to your log, press the Done soft button. There is also an option for entering additional remarks about any of your duties in a given day that will appear in your daily log. For instance, notes about weather or traffic delays. To use this option, select eDriver Logs and Updates in the menu bar. Then select Remarks to display the remark entry screen and press Next. Enter your remarks in the text field and press the Done soft button to add the remarks to your log. The Update Shipping option allows you to enter shipping updates that will appear in your daily log. First, select eDriver Logs and Updates in the menu bar. Then select Shipping and Next to display the shipping information entry screen. The current information from your log is displayed in the Current Shipping Information field. Enter updated shipping information in the Enter New Shipping Information field and press the Done soft button to add the new information to your log. To access the screen for updating trailer information, select eDriver Logs and Updates in the menu bar. Then select Trailer and press Next to display the Trailer Information entry screen. The current information from your log is displayed in the Current Trailer Information field. Enter updated trailer information in the Enter New Trailer Information field and optional remarks in the appropriate fields. Press the Done soft button to add the new information to your log. Drivers can switch between active and inactive status so that co-drivers can interact with Blue. To change users, select Driver, Change User on the menu bar to see the Change User screen. Press the Switch soft button to switch users, then press Close to exit the Change User screen. Blue notifies you when you have 1 hour of driving or on-duty time, and again when you have run out of operating hours and are in violation. To log out of eDriver Logs, first select Driver and the logout icon, or select Driver and Logout on the menu bar. If you want to log out and leave the truck, press the Yes soft button. If you only want to log out, press the No soft button. If you press Yes, the duty status screen will appear. Select the duty status in which you want to log out. Press Next to select location. Press Next and the optional remark screen is available. Press Next to get the confirmation screen. Review information and press Done, which brings you back to the login screen. Repeat these same steps for a co-driver. A final word. If at any time the ECM cable on your vehicle is not receiving data, you will be prompted to use paper logs, either on the home screen or when you are performing an activity. When the connection is reestablished, you will be prompted that you can use the eDriver Logs program. Remember, FMCSA requires you to carry a paper log book with you at all times. You will also be notified when GPS is unavailable, so you can enter location updates manually. Driver Annotations lets you make corrections to any existing or forgotten duty status changes. From the home screen, select eDriver Logs, then select Log Annotation, select Existing DS or Forgotten DS, then select which existing duty status event you need to change, and Next. After you've entered the required remark, press Next. Review the change and confirm it by pressing Yes, or make an adjustment by pressing No. After accepting a change, you will return to the Annotations home screen. The same process applies to Forgotten Duty Status changes. Select the Forgotten Duty Status event, press Next. When adding a Forgotten Duty Status, enter the correct information in the date, time, and location fields. Enter the required remark and press Next. If there is an error, you will see an error message. Make the correction and press Next. Review the change and confirm it by pressing Yes, or make an adjustment by pressing No. This concludes our Blue Overview training module, and you're on your way to making your professional life easier. Feel free to review this video. When you have questions, consult your quick reference guide or contact your fleet administrator. To access any helpful Blue training module, simply press or click on the one you would like to review.